Let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're unpacking a match that critics are literally calling the most breathtaking, dramatic clash in modern football history. We're talking about the 2026 World Cup final between Argentina and France. Honestly, forget everything you know about predictable football because this match completely rewrote the script, leaving fans in tears and legends stunned. Let's get into exactly what made this the ultimate tactical thriller.
Now, heading into this game, the tension, it was so thick you could cut it with a knife. Seriously, millions around the world were just holding their collective breath. You could feel the weight of an entire generation pressing down on that pitch before the ref even blew the starting whistle.
And right from that opening whistle, it was glaringly obvious we weren't getting a slow, cautious game of chess. No way. Both of these titans came out swinging. They were incredibly hungry, they refused to give even an inch of space, and that relentless high press, it basically turned the stadium into a giant pressure cooker right off the bat.
So, to really grasp the wild momentum swings of this game, we've got a quick timeline here. We're looking at three massive pivot points that completely fractured expectations: the 12th minute, the 38th minute, and that crazy 88th minute decider. Okay, starting off with the 12th minute. Both teams are just suffocating each other with pressure when suddenly the absolute unthinkable happens to shatter the deadlock.
We call this the ambush. In the blink of an eye, France launches this lightning-fast counterattack, catching Argentina completely flat-footed. Kylian Mbappe just bursts right through the middle, leaves two defenders completely in his dust, and smashes a powerful shot straight into the bottom corner. 1-0 France. The sheer speed of it actually stunned the crowd into this weird split second of total silence before the French fans just absolutely lost it.
Now, going down 1-0 that early is a massive wake-up call. Being backed into a corner like that in a match with this much on the line forces a team right into panic mode. And the big question on everyone's mind was, would Argentina just crumble under that immense French momentum?
Well, instead of folding, Argentina delivered an absolute masterclass in the midfield. When your back is against the wall, you look to your leaders, right? They completely shifted gears, grabbed control of the center of the pitch, and just started methodically picking apart that disciplined French defense, all while keeping one eye constantly over their shoulders for those lethal counterattacks.
Which brings us right to the 38th minute. The pressure is really mounting now. Argentina is practically knocking the door down, and then absolute magic strikes.
Let's actually break down how this genius happened. Messi drops way deep into the midfield to collect the ball. He triggers this beautiful, lightning-fast 1-2 pass to buy himself just a sliver of space past the first defensive line. And then, he unleashes this absolute rocket from outside the 18-yard box. Honestly, the ball looked like it defied physics, curling perfectly into the top corner. The French keeper didn't even flinch.
And just like that, we're tied up at 1-1. The game is completely blown wide open again. With one breathtaking strike, all that momentum France had built up violently swings back. We are dead even as these exhausted teams head into the tunnel for halftime. So, going into the grueling second half, wow. It turned into a pure war of attrition. The intensity basically doubled. It was a masterclass in endurance and willpower, leaving literally every single fan on the edge of their seat.
The pitch devolved into pure chaos out there. We're talking relentless physicality, flying challenges, yellow cards getting flashed left and right as the referee desperately tried to maintain control. France fought back with everything they had. They hit the post twice, and Argentina's defense, they were hanging on by an absolute thread. It really felt inevitable that we were heading straight for extra time.
But then the clock hits the 88th minute. Guys are totally fatigued, the tactical shapes are breaking down, and everyone watching knows that a single mistake right now is going to end the whole thing.
And then, out of nowhere, genius breaks the deadlock. There's this massive, chaotic scramble right inside the French penalty box, bodies flying everywhere. The ball suddenly bounces loose, and the Argentine striker just perfectly anticipates the drop, completely outjumps a towering defender, and powers a header straight past the keeper.
2-1. The final whistle blows, and the stadium just descends into a sea of absolute madness. All that crazy tension we've been tracking throughout this explainer completely shatters. The emotion just pours out as the whole place erupts for Argentina.
So why does this specific match matter so much? Because it was an emotional roller coaster that reminded all of us exactly why football is the beautiful game. This wasn't just a regular final, it was a generational, tactical thriller. It had the physical grit, the magical moments. It literally rewrote modern football history.
Which leaves us with a huge question for you to chew on. Was this the best match of the entire 2026 tournament? Did Argentina genuinely prove supreme with their tactical resilience? Or did that chaotic box scramble at the end kind of rob France of a well-deserved victory? The margins in a game like this are just razor thin. Think about how these two absolute giants clashed today. Keep analyzing the beautiful game, and we'll catch you next time.